The Loft in Flint is back in business after a shooting last week. Why the owners say the tragedy can't stop the city from rising. And a family is homeless after a drunk driver crashed into their house. Hear the terrifying moment they knew their building was hit. And Super Tuesday is over and almost all of the results are in. Find out what candidates are bringing their campaign to Michigan next.
Live and local with coverage you can count on. This is WNEMTV5 News at 9.
Well, a good Wednesday morning to you. Starting out with a live look over mid-Michigan today. You see Saginaw right there and lots of sunshine. Thanks so much for watching TV5 News at 9. I'm Blake Keller. So glad that you could be with us this morning. Meteorologist Chris Eastlick is in the First Warn 5 Weather Center. Like I mentioned, Chris, lots of sun out there so far this morning.
Even a few boaters. Yeah. Oddly enough, it doesn't feel like the beginning of March, but certainly looks that way later this afternoon for a nice day ahead. It looks like we've got temperatures that are also right around the lower middle 30s at this hour. Mostly middle 30s from the Tri-Cities south, just a touch cooler in our northern counties. Places like West Branch at 32, Houghton Lake at 32, and then Saginaw and Flint checking in at 36. Right now, your wind chill is down in the 20s, so everything feels similar to yesterday morning, even though our temperatures have gotten warmer. The big reason why the wind's a bit more active as we start today, about 5 to 15 miles per hour, and that's where I think they'll stay and eventually turn a little more west-northwesterly as the day goes along. Right now, your First Warn 5 pinpoint Doppler radar live from MBS shows you we've got at least a little bit of activity along the I-69 corridor. Whether that's actually reaching the surface remains to be seen, but I do at the very least think there's a little extra cloud cover off that way, and you can see that on our live camera in downtown Flint. Looks like the car is not really having much trouble moving through, but our Flint location not really quite as sunny as some other areas farther to the north. Your out-the-door forecast today will feature periods of clouds and sunshine. Temperatures right around the upper 30s to low 40s this afternoon. We'll break down the rest of your week's forecast, including a beautiful weekend coming up.
So we're going to turn it around and turn it as a positive and learn and grow and come back stronger than ever.
Well, turning tragedy into unity. That's the Loft in Flint's mission after reopening its doors following a deadly shooting. The person accused of pulling the trigger is now identified as a guard. His name is Alan Michael Hall. While the owners say they're still in shock about what happened this past weekend, they won't let it shape their future or downtown Flint's.
I've always hired unarmed guards, so I had no idea that he was carrying at the time.
We consider this our home, so to have something like this, we take it really personally.
Well, supporters came to the Flint Strong event in full force. It's this energy that owners say changed their minds from shutting down for good after 17 years. And Alan Michael Hall is facing many charges, including involuntary manslaughter, tampering with evidence, and carrying a concealed weapon. Stay with TV5 as we learn more. Well, the cause of a fire that engulfed a garage in Bay City is still unclear, but investigators are saying that it all started in a car inside that garage. The fire broke out around 4:40 yesterday afternoon on 2nd Street near Chase.
By the time fire crews arrived, the garage was fully engulfed due to the car starting the structure on fire. There's some exposure to the west side of the house next to the garage.
Well, officials say there were no injuries.
Thank you all very much. Let's go on to the White House. Thank you.
So I'm here to report we are very much alive.
Well, Super Tuesday is a wrap and candidates are claiming their victory. Experts say it's shaping up to be a two-man race, with Joe Biden winning delegates in at least 9 of the 14 states and 1 territory, while Bernie Sanders won 3. CBS News has yet to project a winner in 2 states, Maine and the biggest prize, California. Maine is leaning Biden's way, while California is leaning towards Sanders. Laura Podesta has the latest.